Hey guys, it's Slade here. Welcome to another one of my videos, and today I'm going to talk about the Combat Rework. There have been a lot of updates, and I just want to talk about what I think about it because, as you guys know, I haven't got hands-on experience with the Combat Beta because I'm not a loyal member, quote-unquote. I made that joke before, but I got to see a lot of people's insight on the Combat Beta, a lot of people's gameplay of the Combat Beta, as well as posts by other people on what they thought about the Combat Beta. So yeah, it's going to be me talking about it even though I didn't get hands-on experience yet. I know that might sound hypocritical, but you can also judge an update based on just seeing it too. It's not just you experience it. So I'm going to give some little insight on that. And there's also been big changes to armors such as Spirit Shields and Torva boots, Pernix boots, and Virtus boots that I want to talk about real quick just so you guys don't lose massive bank on your accounts. Because like whenever Jagex says something, like people just mass panic, mass sell, or mass buy, and you know they didn't even implement the update yet to the game, but just because they said it, it like goes up and down, and like I'm not doubting what they're saying. They will do it 100% because they obviously confirmed it. I mean, if you confirm something and then say, nah, just kidding, I'm not going to do that, then that's very misleading, I guess. But it's been confirmed by mods they're going to do this, so don't worry, guys. I'm not bullshitting out of the ass. But they've really actually done this. So first things first I want to talk about is Spirit Shield changes. As of right now, Divine is the best shield in the game. It gives a 30% absorb, and it takes away 1 prayer point, or 10 prayer points now, I think, for each hit someone does on you. Well, in the beta, I don't think it takes away any prayer points whatsoever, but it's been confirmed by a mod that now Arcane, Divine, and Ely will be the same type of shield. They'll all have 30% absorb, but Arcane will be mostly used by mages because mages, like it won't give like any negative attack bonus when a mage uses it, but if a range or meleeer uses an Arcane, then they'll give a negative bonus. And Divine is mostly for melee, so if you use the other two combat systems, you'll get a negative attack bonus with the Divine. And then Elysian's for range, and that's obviously following the trend with the Divine with melee, Arcane, and magic. And I don't know how I feel about this. I think it's just kind of weird because all of our RuneScape career we saw Divine being the best shield in the game, and everyone sought out for a Divine. And now there's essentially 3 different Divine shields, and all have a different use. Like Arcane is for magic, Divine's for melee, and Ely's for range. It just sounds really weird that all of them have the same effect now. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I gotta have hands-on experience to see if that's a good thing or a bad thing. And another weird thing about that is Spectral is now useless. It's been confirmed by a mod that it won't have like a special awesome ability of any sort. I really thought they would make a special ability with it, like I don't know, just give it like an attack bonus. Or since Arcane, Divine, and Ely provide 30% absorb now, you could have made Spectral like a hybrid to where like provided a 15% absorb, and you could use any attack style, or make it so it gave an attack bonus of some sort. But from what I've heard from Jagex, they don't want to do that. They just want to say, fuck you, Spectral. So, yeah, Spectral's pretty much screwed. If you do have a Spectral, then please sell it on the GE right away because it's been confirmed that it won't be worth that much. Now, that might change. Maybe Jagex will say, never mind, we want to use Spectral for something. But as of right now, Spectral is deemed useless, and I'm not trying to make you panic sell. It's just what Jagex has said, and it's been confirmed by a mod. That I'm just telling you right now that Spectral might lose you a lot of money. So yeah, if you have a Spectral right now, really think about selling it. I advise you to sell it, but I'm not making you sell it. So yeah, that's it on the Spirit Shields. It's really, really dangerous to have a Spirit Shield unless you have an Arcane. Arcane's like jumped like 20 mil in the past day or so, like something pretty nuts because of the announcement that it's going to be awesome. Like Divine and Ely has always been up top, and then Spectral or Arcane has always been like the little brother. Like Divine and Ely would fucking punch him in the face and stuff like that. And now not Spectral, Arcane has basically took steroids and basically said fuck you guys, and just basically become like a big brother. And now they're like on even playing grounds. So yeah, I know that was a pretty bad analogy, but that's what it basically is now. It's not a little brother anymore. It's like even playing ground. And the next thing I want to talk about is Torva boots. And when people saw Torva boots in the beta, they were thinking, "Holy shit! What the hell is this?" And like they look at the stats, and they're actually better than Steads. And now all the people with Steads are panicking, selling it, obviously, because that's what you do in RuneScape. When you see something and it's obsolete now. You go to fucking GE and sell it for like 1 GP, you know, because that's mass selling at its best right there. And basically, in the beta, Torva boots are better than Steads, and that's why obviously everyone's panicking. But it's been confirmed by Mod Chris L that as of right now, Torva boots are better than Steads, but Steads will be better overall. They'll have an 85 defense requirement, and they will be better than Torva boots. So don't panic, guys. That's gonna stay the same, I guess. Even with the new Torva boots, that Torva boots are just going to be with the set, but Steads are still going to be overall better. And that's the same thing goes with Glavens and Ragefires, that Glavens will be better than Pernix boots, and Ragefires will be better than Virtues boots. So don't worry about that, guys. That's going to stay the same. We don't need to panic about that at all. And that's kind of relief that we don't have to panic about that, because as you can see, I have Steadfast boots right here, right fucking here. And they dropped like 10 mil in the last couple of days, and hopefully they go up like 20 mil in the next couple of days. That'd be pretty awesome. And yeah, I'm just crafting right now. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to get my crafting up for, what's it called, Ritual of the Majorat. And overall, what do I think about this update? Because you guys have been, like, I don't know if anyone hasn't gotten the Combat Rework Beta pass or whatever it's called yet, then they're left in the dark. And overall, what I think about it, just by looking at other people's videos and other people's posts about the beta, it's not that good, honestly. There was a thread like voting on the beta, what you thought of it overall, and it was like 3.7 out of 10, which is horrible. But yeah, I think it's just a backlash because like it's a super massive change from the regular game, and it's like if, let's say, a game like Call of Duty, and they have obviously guns and yeah, guns and knife, and they go around stabbing people, they go around shooting people, and they just completely changed their model and said, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna add all these vehicles, and 90% of the time your vehicle's gonna do all the damage. You're not even gonna do damage with weapons anymore. So then you'd think like, what the fuck is this? What are they trying to do? And they like said, oh well, we're trying to make it the evolution of technology, that technology is what's going to kill your opponent now, not just guns, you know, like something like that. Like, people would obviously have a big backlash and say they'd quit or whatever, and obviously, yeah, some of them would stay and others would leave because that's not the game that they grew up and loved and wanted to play, you know. And that's the same situation with RuneScape. Like, RuneScape has had a simple combat system for 10 years, and obviously the game is still prospering. It's still a good game. People still play it. But for some reason, Jagex thinks that they need a whole completely new combat rework system. And it's kind of obvious that they're trying to, I don't know, entice new players to play that say, oh, look, we have a little combat World of Warcraft action bot now, and now you could come into our game and we'll be awesome. Yeah, it'll be just like World of Warcraft. I don't know if the game is actually World of Warcraft or not, but that's what it seems like, the direction they want to go. Like, not they want to be World of Warcraft, they just want the community, like, not the community, but like they just want the player count to be the same as World of Warcraft, you know, so they can make a lot of money. But yeah, I don't know what I think about it. I mean, it's so odd. Like, it just seems like it'll take way too much to learn. Like, RuneScape in itself, in order to be a really good player, it takes a while to learn if you're by yourself. I mean, you obviously go through the noob phase. You have to know what's the best, and then like just getting the money for it takes so long. And now, like, with the whole new combat system, I mean, I can't even imagine how a new player is going to learn all this in such little time. They have to learn the best armors, they have to learn the best ways to make money, which is really hard. They have to do all the quests, they have to make money. I mean, it's just going to be such a headache for them. And then plus they have to now know what's the best combo at their certain level, and if they level up, then they have to know different combinations of abilities and stuff. It's just going to be a whole headache, I think. And I think Jagex is honestly looking too hard into this and trying to make their game something that's really not. I think they should just honestly keep the old system and just improve on the old system and make it more balanced, and that's aspect. I mean, you don't need a whole combat rework. Like, you don't need a whole different combat system just to balance range, mage, and melee. You know, you could just make it the old combat system, just make, I don't know, better range gear. I mean, range has been screwed, like, for the past 5 years. They haven't gotten a decent item. Why don't you introduce, like, the dragon crossbow or something like that so range can actually stay competitive? How come oh, I'm sorry. How come you can't tone down Storm of Armadale a little bit, because our Storm of Armadale freaking kicks everyone's ass? How come you can't change Ganadermic to where it's not fucking super abusively overpowered against anything, and I'm not just talking about I'm not talking about melee. I'm talking about range as well. That range can compete with a Storm Armadillo Ganodermic piece of shit in the Crucible or anywhere, you know. So they could just make minor changes to this combat system, and it'd still be perfectly fine. But overall, I just think they're trying to entice a lot of players from different MMOs that come to RuneScape, so they can have the same player count as like bigger games such as World of Warcraft and other highly popular MMOs. So yeah, that's it. This has been Slade, and overall I don't necessarily like the combat rework in general just by looking at the whole picture, but I still want to get a hands-on experience, and hopefully by July 7th I will be able to do so, because that's when all members can get a taste of it. And oh boy, it's going to be fun that like 1 million people that didn't get into the combat rework are going to go in at the exact same time. The servers are going to crash and everything, and you're not even going to know what the hell's going on. That's going to be pretty awesome. But other than that, I'll try to figure out if the combat rework is legitimately good or not. And hopefully it's good. I really want it to be good, but just by looking at it, it just seems too complex, and it doesn't seem like RuneScape at all. And if you're playing a game and you've been playing it all your life and you know it as RuneScape, and whenever you play it you like the RuneScape feel, and then out of nowhere it doesn't feel like RuneScape anymore, I don't know. I think it just loses the specialness to the game and why you actually played the game for such a long time. So that's just my personal thought about the combat rework. I don't know how it actually is. Maybe people are just panicking. Who knows? But yeah, that's it. This has been Slade. I'll be sure to give a fair shake of the combat rework July 7th. But just by looking at things, it's not looking too good. So that's it. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And especially subscribe, because I will be coming out with more details with other updates that Jagex comes out with. And like, not updates, but like they confirmed that Spirit Shields will be changed. They confirmed that Torva boots won't be as good as Steadfast boots. And I don't want you guys to miss out on that information, because if you do, your bank could just go down in a heartbeat. It could go up in a heartbeat. And I want to give you guys the most recent oh, I'm sorry, holy shit. I just want to give you guys the most recent news about that so you don't miss out. So please subscribe if you can. I mean, if you want. I'm not forcing it down your throat, but it'd be really beneficial. So that's it. This has been Slade, and see ya.